But for those of you who don't like graphing, we have other options. Option 2 is what? What color you want? Blue. Option 2 was called substitution. In substitution, those of you who didn't get it all written down last week, and sadly I forgot to turn on the camera, so y'all didn't have a video to look at over the weekend. Let's see, get X or Y by itself in one of the equations. Last week, you guys, I gave you a choice. Do you want to see the step and then see it, or see all the steps? And you guys voted for all the steps. So this week we're doing it the other way. Is X or Y by itself in one of the equations? Well, yeah, isn't Y by itself here? Okay, so there's step 1. What do we do with that? Plug this into the other equation. So we're going to take this and plug it in for Y. It's going to give me 2x minus 3 times now, why on earth would you do that? Why on earth are we doing that? Because if you don't understand why, then you're just blindly following steps because you don't know why. What was the advantage to doing that? Get rid of what? Well, how does that help? When you only have one variable, can you find the answer? Yeah. If you've got 2 variables, the answer was a line. There's thousands and thousands of solutions. But if you only got one, we can find the value of X, can't we? So let's do it then. Step 3, solve. Can you solve that for X? Well, sure. Let's see. We can distribute here. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6, isn't it? And now? Chapter 1 question, isn't it?
X's.
Yeah, you clean it up a bit. You want to get your X's together? Why would anybody want their X's together? So you know where they are and can avoid them. And if you know where your X's are, maybe you can keep potential non-X's away from them. Because if they're X's, that means there was an issue. Right? Okay, what now?
Try 6 from both sides.
Clean it up some more. Let's get rid of the 6. Negative 7x is equal to negative 14.
Divide by negative 7.
And let's clean it up. Undo the multiplication. X equals 2. So are we done?
No.
Why not?
Don't you have to plug that back in?
For Y?
For why?
No, how come?
Oh, you're making us.
No, I'm not making you do anything. Remember, we got 8 chapters. You can completely skip one of the chapters if you want and still make your 73%. Means you have to score 90 in everything else, but it is still available. We're doing this. Yes, we're not done yet. Why?
Oh, well, because it's substitution. You have to.
No,
substitute
because
the
our
variable.
answer is a point. Do we have the other variable? No. So step 4 was find the missing variable. We got X. We need to find Y. So let's see, this would have been step 3. How do you find Y? You can plug it in either one, doesn't matter. Because we've used both of them in this. So yeah, plug it into either one. You want to do up here, Bryn? Sure. So step 4 to find Y. Y is equal to 3 times X plus, or minus, excuse me. Yeah, don't do that. And X was, we found it was 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. So Y equals 4. Are we done? What's that? No, you don't have to. You could, if you want to check your work, but is that my answer? Bingo. Your solution is an ordered pair. 2, 4, and it will say on the directions for the test, write your answer as an ordered pair. Some of you didn't do that on your quiz today, even though it was in bold. Can't make it any more clear than to make it that big. Might it be worth checking your work? How do you check your work then? Take your solution and plug it. If I use this one to find Y, use this one to check.
So you only use the opposite to check?
Because if you plug it back in the one you use, you're automatically going to get the same answer back. So plug it back into the other one to make sure it works on both of them. 2, 4. 4 minus 12 is -8. So we're good there.
So if that would have came out wrong, then that means we messed up somewhere.
And unfortunately, that's one of the little potholes. If this comes out wrong, first make sure you did your math here right. Because you could find the right answer and plug it in wrong, or have that oops moment. As some of you did. Like it said -5 and you wrote +5 in your scrap work. Somebody in the class tried to tell me that 15 divided by 3 was 3. Oops. But because that person showed their work, I could find it and give them most of the credit for it. But when some of you that just didn't show me anything and come up with 3, I'm like, I don't know, well, you got B. Okay. That was option 2. Option 3. What are we going to do for option 3? What color are we doing? What color do you want option 3?
Yellow.
Yellow. By elimination.